Hi. I wanted to take a few minutes to introduce myself. I am Tova Copan. I am the person that you may or may not follow here on Your Imagined Life. You might see me here or on my personal page or wherever somehow you've stumbled upon me. And I wanted to take a few minutes, not too many, not too much of your time, to talk about what is this whole health coaching thing. And many people, I think, have heard about health coaching, they've heard about Beachbody, and they're kind of interested and you just don't really know what it's about. And so I wanted to take a few minutes and tell you what coaching means to me and what I think of coaching as, and sort of how I got here as a coach, and then just sort of let you know sort of how I define what a good Beachbody coach is. Because I don't know, I think my definition might be somewhat different than other people's. Not totally, but we're all kind of in this business and doing things sort of on our own and have our own opinions. So I just want to thank you all for joining me. And like I said, I wanted to get started by first telling you a little bit about how I became a Beachbody coach. So it's a pretty straightforward story. I have always been pretty active, although I have never considered myself an athlete at all. I didn't play sports in high school, but I always considered myself pretty active. And I've done a lot of Beachbody programs. I did P90X way back years ago. My first program was actually Shailene Johnson's Turbo Jam. A friend recommended it to me. That must have been like 10 years ago at this point. I did Rockin' Abs, I've done Insanity, and it wasn't until a few years ago, it was after the birth of my second son, and one of my good friends said, hey, why don't you become a Beachbody coach? I'm a Beachbody coach. It's really helping me lose the weight from my daughter, and it's helping me stay focused. And we already like the workouts. She'd done Insanity and P90X and all of those, and she said, it might be a great place to have make some money, but also to stay motivated and help people. There's all these great things about being a Beachbody coach. And I said, no. It wasn't my deal. I'd never really tried out any of these other companies. I'd never done anything like that. And I said no. She kind of kept going, talking to me about it. And she talked to me a little bit about Shakeology, and I was already drinking, smoothies every day and shakes every day. And so she was talking to me a little bit about those. And at some point, mainly because I was just really good friends with her, I said, sure. I'll support you and I'll become a Beachbody coach. But I didn't really know what it meant at the time. I knew that it meant the first thing I did was have a call with my coach and with her coach, and I learned about sort of the support system I would have. And I knew that I would set up a abs challenge and some squat challenges, and I started doing those. But beyond that, I didn't really know what it meant. And I didn't know the influence that it would have over my life. I didn't necessarily see it as something that would help me meet more people. At the time, I never read personal development books at all, except for, The Secret, which like Oprah recommended and everybody and their brother read. So I never read those. So I thought, so some of it just wasn't totally clicking. But I gave it a shot and I started doing it. And at this time, like I said, I had my second son, and I was working on losing the weight. And what I found was, of course, it goes a little slower with the second time around, but I found that I had such a great time sharing my experiences with other people, and that it was motivating me and inspiring to me to help others be healthier and help others work towards their health goals. And that sort of took the pressure off me. Like, okay, if you tell someone else that the numbers on a scale don't matter enough times, eventually you believe that yourself. The numbers on the scale don't matter, and that I'm lifting heavier weights and I'm getting stronger and fitter, and that's what matters. And so it was a really, great experience. And then as time went on, I did start reading the personal development books. You can see there's a bookshelf, and there's a lot of books on that bookshelf that are filled with personal development books. And it started affecting not just my experience as a Beachbody coach and a health coach, but my experience as a mom and a wife. And in my full-time job, I do have a full-time job. I'm a lawyer, and I work as a research consultant right now. And so it started helping me in these other areas of my life. Learning about leadership skills, learning about business skills, learning about interacting with other people, how I interact, what kind of person I am, what kind of expectations I have, and what kind of person other people are, and what they need from me. And these are all things that I just never took the time or effort to learn until I became a health coach, which has been an incredible experience for me to have this sort of growth, I suppose. It sounds so cheesy when I talk about it, but it has meant so much to me. And yes, I set goals now. I set monthly goals, I set quarterly goals, I set yearly goals. Away are the New Year's resolutions. I set New Year goals, right? So it has been an experience for sure, a great experience. And so I've often thought, what it takes to be a Beachbody coach, and what you need to do to be a successful Beachbody coach. But just if you're trying to figure out, am I the type of person that would be a good Beachbody coach? It doesn't matter if you can sell things, right? That's not what I do every day. I don't sell things. It doesn't matter if you're the fittest girl at the gym, or the toughest guy and you can lift the most weights. Those things don't matter. It doesn't matter if you have a perfect diet and you eat on point every single day. None of those things matter. It doesn't matter if you are really shy, because a lot of what you're doing can be done on a very one-on-one basis. You don't have to be technologically savvy. These things don't necessarily matter when you're talking about would you be a successful Beachbody coach. I think there's 3 things that matter. So I will tell you what my 3 things are. Do you want to live a healthier lifestyle? That's number 1. Do you want to live a healthier lifestyle? So for me, I had already started this process after my first son, or actually when I became pregnant with my first, because eating to lose weight and eating healthier do not always correlate with each other. Eating to lose weight means you eat less calories in a lot of ways. That does not necessarily mean that you're healthier. So that's the first thing, is to eat, do you want to be healthier? The second thing is, do you like inspiring other people, right? Are you the person who is cheering other people on? Are you motivating other people? That's the second thing. That's the second thing that would make you a great Beachbody coach. And then lastly, the third thing is, are there some financially driven aspects? Like, are you trying to be more financially responsible? Are there goals that you have for your family? And this can be anything from you want to save money to send your family to Disney World, to you have a ton of debt you want to pay off. If any of those things are there where you are feeling driven, and you are willing to get up a little earlier in the morning, stay up a little later, push yourself, or figure out how to fit the coaching into your day, those 3 things is what's going to make you a great Beachbody coach. Everything else we can teach you. We can teach you social media. We can help you talk to other people. But if you find that you're trying to live healthier, not perfect, but healthier, if you find that you are trying to help others, you like motivating other people, you like inspiring, and then if you find that you have goals that you right now, instead of going after, maybe you're worrying about money rather than you're setting big goals for yourself. These 3 things, in my opinion, set you up to be driven and successful and really help a lot of people, because that's the whole point of this business, is to help people. Help yourself while helping others, help motivate yourself while helping others, help motivate other people just to live healthier lifestyles, whatever that looks like for them. And I'll tell you, for some people, it means perfect nutrition and working out, these work out every day, and for other people it just means like cutting out the soda. And that's where you come in to help. So thank you for spending a few minutes with me. I hope that helps you figure out a little bit about what coaching is, and come back for more and we'll talk again. Have a great night.